Hello, my name is Emma and thank you for watching this presentation, which examines Thomas Chippendale's state bedroom suite at Nostell Priory, completed in 1771. I argue that the suite was shaped by global trade, social competition, and evolving craft practice, and that it helped define later ideas of integrated interior design. My case study combines visual analysis, conservation evidence, and historical research, supported by my own on-site photographs taken at Nostell. I aim to show how the Wynne family used Chippendale's coordinated Japan suite to project refinement, cosmopolitan taste, and economic power. In 18th century Britain, global trade expanded access to new materials and imagery, which shaped elite taste. Homes functioned as spaces of social communication where families displayed education and status. At Nostell Priory, the Wynnes invested heavily to demonstrate their relevance within this competitive culture, hiring leading figures such as the architect Robert Adam and the designer Thomas Chippendale. Bringing in both men signalled the Wynnes' ambition to create a house that matched the most stylish and up-to-date standards of the period. Thomas Chippendale was born in 1718 in the Yorkshire village of Otley. Originating from humble beginnings, his family were carpenters and joiners. However, Chippendale was both designer and entrepreneur. His book, The Director, circulated internationally and established him as a leader in fashionable design. At Nostell, Chippendale didn't just make individual pieces of furniture, he also helped design the whole look of the room, from surfaces to decorative details. This approach meant the space felt carefully planned and visually consistent, and it also foreshadows what we now think of as holistic interior design, where every element works together to create a uniformed atmosphere. The state bedroom suite, made up of the bed, chairs, commodes, dressing tables, and large pier glass, was designed to work together as one complete visual setting. Chippendale used the same green and gold japanned finish across every piece, so the room would feel harmonious and impressive as soon as someone entered. This unified look is supported by the 1771 National Trust inventories, which list the furniture as part of a coordinated decorative scheme. Motifs such as pagodas and latticework reveal Britain's fascination with Asian design at the time, made possible by expanding global trade. Japanin was highly skilled in time-consuming work, reinforcing the Wynnes' wealth and worldliness. The addition of gilded gold details made this even more evident, as gold leaf was expensive and instantly signalled luxury to any visitor entering the room. This room was not for sleeping, but for performing identity. As conservation research shows, it hosted high-status visitors, and its theatrical design presented the Wynnes as cultured, fashionable, and economically secure. By commissioning Chippendale, the Wynnes used coordinated colour, gilding, and luxurious surfaces to display their wealth and cultural sophistication, turning their interiors into a form of social performance. Japaning required multiple layers of varnish, pigment, and gold leaf, while carving and gilding were carried out by specialist teams, making the work very expensive. However, evidence shows that cost-saving measures, such as paper decoration, were also used. Behind the mirrors, the vivid colours of the wallpaper are still visible, also revealing areas where less costly techniques were employed. These details highlight the balance between the Wynnes' ambition for luxury and the practical limits of their budget, adding a more complex economic context to the suite's creation. Comparing Chippendale with Robert Adam highlights the layering of taste at Nostell. Adam's classical rationality contrasts with Chippendale's decorative richness, creating an environment that expresses both Enlightenment order and global imagination. While Adams' interiors emphasized classical order, Chippendale added texture, color, and global influences, and together their work created layered interiors that combined intellectual restraint with decorative spectacle, showing how elite homes blended multiple styles to express their social identity. The suite's harmony of colour, surface, and layout demonstrates early total design principles. Here, every element, from the colour palette to the materials to the arrangement, works together to create a coherent and visually unified space. This approach points to modern ideas of harmonious interiors and well-being, showing how careful design can influence mood and perception. The suite also had a lasting impact on later designers, inspiring integrated interior schemes from Victorian aestheticism to 20th century decorators, and highlighting the enduring value of skilled craftsmanship and a unified visual language. In conclusion, Chippendale's state bedroom suite reveals how global trade, social ambition, and craft cultures shaped 18th century design, combining chinoiserie, luxury materials, and performative display to create one of his finest surviving achievements. Its coherence, craftsmanship, and symbolic power exemplify the period's global, social, and economic influences and continue to shape how designers think about interiors today. Thank you very much for watching.